Health News tonight. Legal action is underway in federal court pushing for help from Vietnam vets diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yale Law School students filed that nationwide class action lawsuit on their behalf, which was the support of Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal. He's backed them as well. Well, News 8's medical reporter Jocelyn Mementa live tonight in our New Haven newsroom with more on how this impacts tens of thousands of Vietnam veterans. Jocelyn?
And Darren, these are veterans who received an other than honorable discharge for conduct linked to undiagnosed PTSD. Back then, PTSD was not yet a medical diagnosis. That changed in 1980. Still, the Pentagon has refused to review the process to upgrade that discharge. Consequently, veterans like Conley Monk Jr. are not getting the benefits they earned for serving their country.
While others evaded the draft, thousands served and fought in the jungles and shores of Vietnam. But the controversial war leaves a lifetime scar on veterans like Conley Monk Jr.
I wake up every morning in cold sweats. I have to take 2 T-shirts to bed with me.
The Marine veteran lives with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, a medical condition now recognized by the military.
These veterans suffer from a service-related disability, and if they were serving today, they would likely receive a medical discharge.
Instead, Conley Monk is among thousands given an other than honorable discharge, denying him medical services and benefits like education loans all these years. To force a fair review of an upgrade process already in place, the Veterans Legal Services Clinic at Yale Law School is representing 5 combat veterans, including Conley Monk, and 3 veterans organizations in a class action lawsuit against the Secretaries of the Army, Navy, and Air Force. U.S. Senator Richard Blumenthal says the bad policy is discriminating and illegal.
These veterans were wounded in war and then wounded again by their country that denied them medical benefits to cure the injury that they suffered in war.
Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel, he says, has the authority to do the right thing.
I raised it in his hearing, his confirmation hearing. I've raised it since in private conversation, but there's nothing like a lawsuit to get attention.
At 65 years old, Conley Monk only wants what he earned fighting for his country.
I can't even talk about what I experienced in Vietnam. What it does, it breaks me down.
Senator Blumenthal says he will continue to drive his point to Secretary Hagel, an Army sergeant in the Vietnam War. The senator also plans to ask fellow senators to join him in a friend of the court brief in support of the lawsuit. Ann?